I don't know if you can hear it, but yard work. I cannot make this shit up. I don't know if you hear that lawnmowers and air blowers and all that fun jazz is just causing quite a fuss. What's up, Dale? What's up, Manhammer? What's up, Dale again? Getting a dosage of CP. I didn't mean to stop the first time. My computer told me to go fuck myself, so I went and did just that. But nobody really chose anything for me to do, so credit goes to. You don't hear yard work? You don't hear that? Well, fuck. My mic isn't as strong as I thought it was, I guess. Credit goes to Hoax for suggesting this. I'm not going to be able to play audio for the entire episode, which, besides the point, this episode, I think, is the third part of a 4-part little mini series. The WILIscredia's worst kept secret is the fact that I was a child actor, a child model. I guess technically you never retire, so I am an actor. I have not modeled in forever. Still an entertainer. But this was something that, as a kid, I really didn't want to do. But the idea of being famous, the idea of being in movies was neat. I just didn't want to put any effort in. I liked the idea. I just had nothing for the work. I didn't like taking a ride to the city. This was a lot of my mom thinking that, well, here's a kid that looks like Elijah Wood, and I had that look. There was a look that you could basically pick what a wholesome suburban white kid was, and I had that look for a little bit, and then puberty happened, and now here's the mess that you have before you. So maybe I should have tried harder. My biggest claim to fame is that I had a third callback for Forever Young, which Elijah Wood was cast in the role that I did not make it. But there's also this. There's this where Ghostwriter, WRITER, was a PBS show about kids that, I don't know, there was a fucking ghost inside of a computer, and the floating dot could take whatever they were saying and jarble the words to help give them clues, and a lot of people quite enjoyed the show. I watched it just to see my parts. If you're live, please tell me. Excuse me. If I'm live, please tell me you can see me. My computer's just been really, really funky. I just want to make sure I'm not doing this for no reason. And of course, there'll be a 5-year delay, so fart noise. This will all be edited out if I end up reloading it. Man, that fucking delay is so long. Either the delay either the delay is really long or I'm not live. Emily, am I live?
I'll check.
Let's see if the missus can.
I don't see it yet.
One more time?
I said I don't see it yet. Let me go to your channel.
Really? All right, we may have a problem. Let's go check.
No, you're live. I see you now.
I am live and I'm public and all that other jazz. How many people are in the room?
It says 3. I can see Dale, Manhammer.
Ew. Just tell me what you, just type into the chat what you hear me saying right now. Thanks, guys, for not helping. Whatever the last thing, thanks, guys. Okay, all right. So here it is. So this is a 1991, 2 kids show called Ghostwriter. And, you know, I guess I'll let the summary play. And guys, the story isn't important. What's important is the glorious face of your fearless leader. But here we go. We're going headlong. I'm going to be fast forwarding and lowering the sound for stuff that doesn't feature me. So we'll call that about 22 and a half minutes that we'll be fast forwarding through. All right, but here we go. Ghostwriter.
Okay, team, here's what's been happening on Ghostwriter. The facts. First, Alex is running for school president, but somebody is out to ruin his campaign with dirty smear flyers that say Alex sleeps with a Mickey Mouse nightlight and cries at the sight of fried chicken. So, Alex is really embarrassed, but he doesn't give up. The election is only 1 week away, and the team is on the case. Now, here are some new facts from the last show. First, the smear flyers are really hurting Alex's
Are
campaign.
they?
Those things really stick in people's minds.
We need to stick other pictures in their minds.
So Alex and his friends decide to make a video to prove Alex isn't a wimp. Then, Ghostwriter sends Alex and Gabby a message about Nitu, one of the suspects.
Alex, you are a nice guy.
Writes like
She
that.
likes you, Alex. And
Weird
if she likes
placement.
you,
Then she's not a suspect.
Next, another smear
Suspect.
flyer showed up at school,
Alex Fernandez was secret love poems to a science teacher?
and Alex discovers another suspect.
I never told you about writing love poems to my science teacher, but I know who I did tell.
What is he, Rocky Dennis?
Then something really weird happened.
Goodbye, Jamal. You can see that.
Oh, he could see
What's
the
the word on the
dead
new
person
kid?
letters now.
And how is Alex's campaign cleaning up?
Okay, Ghostwriter, here's the score.
Janet has a secret plan to win the election. Jeffrey and his campaign
Oh, there's that
manager,
kid.
Calvin,
All
are
right, so
breaking
what I
some
will
school
do
rule.
while we're
Nitu
filming
didn't do
this,
it because she
I'll
likes
give you the
Alex.
lowdown
One
on
of
some
Alex's
of the
pen
actors
pals may
and
be guilty because Alex
cast.
wrote letters about his secrets.
You have to keep in mind
And
that
what
this
about
is
the new
forever
kid,
ago.
Rob? He dropped a note that sounded like he had something to hide.
Yeah, suspects.
Get a pencil and your casebook out and keep track of the clues, because the Ghostwriter team is on the case.
All right. So what I will be doing is giving you slight stories and insight and behind the scenes stuff. So the us, I was a non-speaking extra, and we had a different, well, boys and girls had different changing rooms, but we all hung out in the same room when we were just waiting. The thing about acting is you're just waiting a lot. You're you're just sitting around waiting for them to set shit up. And so the funny thing was we hung out in two separate crews. Please keep in mind that I'm not trying to speak ill of somebody that was merely 12, 13 years old 30 years ago. I'm telling you the story as somebody who was 10 way back when, and I don't mean to stir shit up to in no way do I think whatever I say about these people, good or bad, is reflective today. I'm sure they're all great people, but we had separate changing room, separate locker rooms, and the speaking roles, the cast that had speaking roles, they were just running around in the hallways of the studio, and we were bothered. And I remember like somebody asking them to stop running because we were trying to do, I think we were like playing a card game or something, and we were frustrated, and two of the actors had been really dickish. Again, look at how young they are. So, kids. They felt a little entitled because they had, they were the stars of the show. That girl on the right with the teal-colored hat, that's Blaise Berdal, who is one half of the girls that played Ellie Creed from Pet Sematary, and she was an absolute sweetheart. She probably doesn't remember me, but I don't have anything negative to say about her, regardless of the time period. It was quite interesting, that the person that actually had done something with themselves wasn't a bit of a jackass. And I guess I won't say which actors were dicks. There was two. There was a boy and a girl that just really thought their shit didn't stink, and everybody treated a different actor like he was the next big thing. And him, I will point out, because it just makes me laugh, because he turned into nobody, as did I. But this guy had his own agent. He had his own changing room. I don't know what happened with his with the contract talks or what, but they treated him like something special, and he really had an ego on him. So when he's on screen, I'll tell you who that is. Child actors.
Instructors are third-degree black belts.
Whoa.
Uh-oh.
But, I can show him a thing or two. I got a couple of
He's
moves.
confident.
Yeah, like turn around and run.
Oh, Alex. You're so witty. Here we go. All right, so here's my big close-up. So if you keep track of me during all of these shots, you'll notice that I'm the slowest to everything. I don't want to be here. This is a thing that my mom wanted me to do. This is a thing that, much like a lot of YouTubers want to be a well-known movie reviewer and things like that, but they don't really want to put any work in. And even in this case, I didn't want to be a movie star. I just didn't want to live in the shitty situation that we lived in, and I knew that it paid well. Not that I ever saw any of this money that I did here, but I just wasn't into it. It wasn't exciting to me, and as you can tell, it stuck. But I'm behind top in the middle of the screen. I'm behind the girl with the ponytail. On the right side of the screen. You can't see me. You can see my back. But everything I do is slow. And there's a take that's left in here where I had a chocolate bar in my mouth, and I just didn't give a fuck. There he is. Look at that. Just head down. Get ready to sleep. Not getting up.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
Just couldn't resist. But I don't know.
Don't worry. You're going to do just fine. As long as you don't break any bones.
Thanks. You're a big help.
Kid actors. Look at me sitting down. Funny thing was, they put me with the tallest girl in the tallest person on the show was my karate partner.
Karate begins and ends with courtesy. When an instructor enters the room, you bow to show your respect.
Oh, hey, look at, hey. We'll go back.
Instructor enters the room, you bow to show your respect.
Look at that kid, huh? Just acting personified. I could be thinking of the thing I want to do later that night. I'm so on a different planet. Just trying to get through this. I don't think this is the take with the chocolate bar. When I have the chocolate bar in my mouth, you see my lips pursed, and if you really look for it, there's a jut in my cheek. But yeah, so not wanting to be there. Last one up. Take your time.
Now, before you learn to block and punch, you must learn the most important karate
What a
lesson.
shithead.
Karate
Yeah, let me check my ears.
is
Fuck it.
used for defense only. Not for picking fights. Huh? We'll have no ninjas here. Okay.
Yeah. Poor director. The blocking's atrocious in this.
Bata. Sensei means teacher. Right? Let's get started.
So they broke it up in this, meanwhile, back at the ranch style of filming. So there you have it. That was my first. No, it wasn't my first screen time on television. I was in a couple of commercials when I was younger. I was in a commercial for something that never got made because something happened. It wasn't. Something was wrong about it. It was a ball that was wrapped in styrofoam but shaped like a square. And I think it was called a cue ball. It was like a rubber ball inside a square, like inside a puffy square. I did a commercial for that. That rarely got shown, and then they got banned. There was 2 or 3 other commercials I did that. Whatever. Here we go. Yay!
Now, we are going to practice punching and blocking. One person punches to the chest.
I don't know if I'm more bored now or then. Oh, look at that.
Other blocks. Wait. Right.
I'm telling you, the blocking is just awful.
Let's start with the mirror first.
Yeah, the lead actress is standing behind the just
With the punch to the chest.
slow.
Now we block.
Somebody played the slow motion button on me.
Now let's start with a partner facing each other.
Oh,
Stop.
oh, look out!
You didn't wait for the command, huh? Now, before we
We couldn't get that shot because my partner over there had 6-foot reach.
my side
Yeah,
attacks. Huh? The other side defends, slow speed. Okay. Begin. Other way. Again.
look at me. I'm just delayed and slow.
Jamal, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it, Jamal. Are you okay?
Again, shitty blocking.
Breathe. You just
We
got
were
the
all
wind knocked
supposed
out
to
of you. You'll be
park
all right.
so that the camera could give a close-up on Jamal here. It's funny. Every time somebody tells me about this show and how much they loved it, I really
How's karate?
All right.
wonder why.
Another video game.
Great. We finished
I mean, I was obviously the perfect age
trying to figure out which
at this time for kids to like it, and
sometimes they write things
I was on the cover of a 3-2-1 contact video. A 3-2-1 contact video was like No, excuse me, magazine. They were magazines that were mostly sent to like doctor's office and schools. And somebody brought that in and thought it was neat, and they wanted me to sign it because I was in Ghostwriter. And I'm like, why do you like that show? I was the target age, and I hated it. I was in it, and I hated it. You have to keep in mind, I was more fired up about the girl from Pet Cemetery was in the children's show with me.
Right. Or science teacher.
Chicken?
The poems?
Shut up. Nothing there.
Is Jamal still hurt from his painful blow to the
Make this
chest?
even faster. I'm gonna write down the important words so Ghostwriter can help me.
It's cheating.
Nightlight? Love poems?
All right, let's see what. Wait a minute. Gabby is there, but she was just at the karate. Yeah, that's Gabby right there. Yo, what is this fucking Pulp Fiction? How it? Are we gonna go back to the?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys, I have no patience for this. See, the funny stuff about these school scenes, a lot of us extras were in stuff that wasn't seen on screen. Like we would walk. The funny thing about the school, it was one classroom with like a T-shaped hallway. And this is the classroom with the end of the hallway, and we would just walk in front of the stained glass door, and that really was. I mean, technically, every extra that was on this show is in this shot, but not really. I will talk out loud as I
So great.
type.
It's like having friends all over the world. And you get mail all the time.
Jamal with that Wakanda Forever. Look at that outfit, huh?
Yeah. I feel like such a sucker. She seems so nice. That's why it was easy to tell her things I could never tell anybody else.
Acting.
Maybe it wasn't her.
She's the only one I told all 3 secrets to. Ghostwriter helped me check every single letter, and I double-checked all the others. Too bad, too. I really
God
like
bless
hearing
the
about her
director.
past
She just
battles in
wanted to get
Texas?
coverage and the shit done. There was never like a,
With that brand
hey,
battle. Can you imagine?
hey, try it this way and do this. And
That's their symbol.
I hate to bust your bubble, but Texas is thousands of miles away.
I'm trying to think. I'm in a different shot in the. So I might be behind that door. Yeah. So so where he's standing right now, I'm behind that glass door. There's that.
And remember, the meeting is top.
I've got a face for stained glass.
I'll show you know who how bad I want to win.
Yeah, that kid's in my karate class. Completely different location. This shot here. They're running downstairs to a place. Oh, fucking. So here it is. Alex B. Keaton here with the blue shirt. This guy had his own agent and was brought around like he was the next big thing, and oh man, did all the cast and crew feel like we had the next Leonardo DiCaprio on our hands with this guy.
A place where my candidate could work on his speeches. You're not allowed to have campaign headquarters on school property. That's against the rules.
That's just a dumb little rule. You know, you don't look too good.
Those smear flies must have been getting you down. I meant to tell you how sorry I was about that. You don't sound too sorry. Hey, if there's anything we can do to help, just let me know. Bye.
Yeah, he shoved him. Wasn't that acting? Oh, here we go. Look at me. I'm like, dude, stop. You're like 6'7".
Are you here for class, Jamal?
Well, I don't know. It's like I want to, but well, I've been thinking.
Yes.
I'm a pacifist now.
I'm not sure karate's my thing. I mean, it looks cool and all, but I'm not sure it's for me.
It looks cool.
My leg? I was just...
And you're just in time for a talk. The ego's a funny thing. Do you know what the ego is?
Yes.
It's pride. It's a feeling that we're better than other people.
It lives in Florida.
When the ego gets hurt, it hurts a lot more than getting punched right here.
You're talking about me, right?
Am I?
Look, I know what you're trying to say, but I got beaten by a little kid.
Don't call me a little kid.
There wasn't a fight.
And a girl
Gabby
to
didn't
boot.
beat you, so there's no reason to be embarrassed.
What?
It was just an exercise. What happened was that Gabby lost control. Control and discipline are the most important lessons you can learn in karate. You haven't learned that yet.
I didn't mean to lose control.
I know you didn't. That is to be expected because you are a beginner.
So it was Gabby's
What
fault?
does this have to do with the story? Like, seriously.
What I'm saying is you both have lessons to learn. Yours is leave your ego at the door.
What ego?
Okay.
This is a class, not a competition. If you want to study karate, you can't worry about what other people think of you. Line up.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, I'm back. Look at me, taking my sweetest. This, I have the candy bar in my mouth. If you look at my screen left. What the? Woof. I think I'm in this scene too. Yeah, maybe not. This episode's about to end. Yeah, I think this is it for episode 3 on To Catch a Creep. Cliffhanger. Ooh, POV.
Done. Leaks out. I might lose my chance of getting elected. Secrecy.
No teachers exist in this school. Unless, of course, you're studying karate. And there it is, cliffhanger. Whoa, what type of shenanigans will he try to get out of? So there it was. Isn't that awesome? Isn't it awesome that I was a non-speaking extra on a kids' television show that people really shouldn't remember, but do? I'm in other stuff. I'm in like 2 or 3 other episodes in this series. And I don't know. I'll try to find that footage. But people have asked, and I gave you a little bit of commentary about what I was doing there. So the worst kept secret is now out. Go check my IMDb now. Thanks for sticking with me. Well, I don't know. We'll see you later, I guess. If I don't just go jump off a bridge from embarrassment.